So the question we need to start with is, how much would you give for a 53rd week each year? What kind of money would you expend? What kind of effort would you put in? What would you do? I'm here tonight because I believe our willingness to pay is substantially larger than the actual price. So what we want to do is we want to talk a little bit about what we can do, what the price is, and how we can get that 53rd week each year. So here's the price. Okay, the price is we need to Kaizen, we need to make improvement, and then we need to do math to multiply the benefit, and then use the time. So Kaizen is a Japanese word that is often translated as change for the better. In Kaizen, what we look to do is we look to find ways to make small improvements. So if we want to get a 53rd week each year, our goal needs to be to take 10 minutes out of an activity we do every day. So we're going to talk a little bit about how we can do that. One of the first things we can do is we can look for something to make disappear. Okay, so there may be something we can give up, or there may be something we can reduce, or maybe there's something that's gotten too fat that we need to trim back. The second thing that we can do is we can look to make something easier. We may use templates, or we may create templates that we can use. We may improve the tools that we're using or choose new ones. We might find things that are instant. Think about changing to play basketball in this kind of hoop. We may also look to do things faster. Okay? We may organize things in a manner that allow us to find things easier, or to increase the speed with which we do things, or increase the skill that we have to do something. We may also look to make something simpler. We can look to reduce complexity, to cut down the selection that maybe we choose from, or we may schedule ourselves less, or maybe even our children. And fifth, we can look to make something better. Okay, we may have something we can upgrade, or replace, or look to improve, with our goal being to have something newer that is better than what we currently have in place. So the question for you is what you'll do to get your 10 minutes. So think about it. Is there one of those ways that you can look to take 10 minutes out of something you do every day? So now we move on to the math portion. To maintain the Kaizen is to multiply. If we make a change and we only do it once, we only get the benefit of that one change. If we maintain it, we get to keep it. So this is how we get from 10 minutes to 53rd week. I take something that I do every day, get 10 minutes, multiply it by 5 days and 50 weeks. I get about 44 hours back a year, or about one working week. So the second major question we have to address is, how are we going to ensure that we multiply? Okay? We've done the Kaizen. We need to figure out making sure that it happens again and again. So I want to step through a couple of tips. Okay? One of the first things we can do is we can build it into our routine. We can make it part of our schedule, make it part of what we do every day. The second thing that we can do is we can look to track our progress. Okay? That may be through a friend, that may be through a chart, that may be through us using a log. But the goal is to maintain the gain. If we can do those two things, we then need to be able to utilize the time. So we want to utilize the time by using 10-minute blocks, okay, similar to what we took out. So do we have activities that we can cut into 10-minute blocks that will allow us to reuse the time? So as I step back and look at what I can do with another 10 minutes, doesn't mean I'm going to get all these fully done, but these are things I can do with 10 minutes, including looking again to Kaizen to expand the time that I have available to me to go out and do something different. So our third major question for the night is, what will you do with the time? What is it that you want to go get done that you could get done with a week, or maybe 2 weeks, or maybe 3 weeks for the year? So in conclusion, the price that we pay is to Kaizen, to do the math, and then to utilize the time and to get our 53rd week. I encourage you to take the opportunity to get a 53rd week, or maybe more back into your year. Thanks.